Welcome back to StabtheDragon Productions, episode number 145, maybe. Texas Rye Whiskey Tournament, bracket number 2. The Elite 8, match number 3 between Acre Texas Rye Rum Cask versus Ranger Creek 44. We continue to explore the Texas Rye whiskeys in this tournament. In bracket number 1, I was looking for the clean, pure rye flavor. But now in bracket 2, I'm focused more on the ryes that have the Texas funk, I guess. I mean, I'm looking for which one I prefer the best. And so it's breaking the way I kind of thought it would, is that the Texas funk is tending to win the day. And so I like both the clean rye flavor and the ones with the Texas funk. So, but we're going to continue this competition, but it's just looking like Texas Funk is going to win the day. Because, basically I'm looking at, if I have these two whiskeys 5 times, which one am I going to want 3 out of 5 times? And so that's the bottom line rule. So tonight we're looking at Acre Texas Rye Rum Cask 100. This is a single barrel expression from Acre Distillery in Fort Worth, the historic Hell's Half Acre district, about 15 minutes from my house. This is 100 proof in a 750 milliliter bottle, and it cost only $48 at the distillery. That was crazy that I got it for that price. But you can't get it out in stores. I mean, it's a distillery only release. This whiskey is aged for 3 years, and then it's placed in a rum cask for a 4th year. In the first round, this whiskey beat out the highly awarded and respected Milam Green port finished. So rum finish beat out the port finish. Milam Green was 94 proof, and this Acre is 100 proof. So, proof had something to do with that. But also, this is a all Texas whiskey, and Milam Green is an import that is aged in Texas. And then on this side, we've got Ranger Creek 44 Rye. There you go. This is it says the original Texas Rye, aged a minimum of 2 years, and it's a 94 proof. And this whiskey missed out on the first bracket because I had a couple of other whiskeys in the first bracket. One of those went defunct. Cotton Hollow is no more. And then one of them was disqualified for various reasons. So fighting out of San Antonio, this whiskey has a 100% malted rye mash bill. Goody Goody has it listed for $42.99, but that's in a 375 milliliter bottle. Proud of that one, aren't they? Specs has it for $54.41 for the 750. Total Wine $55.99 in the 750. And in the first round of this second bracket, it beat out Herman Marshall 92, which was a surprise to me because I thought Herman Marshall was going to be favored to win that one. But this is a pretty darn good whiskey too. So which of these two am I? If I was a betting man, I'm going to bet on the Acre. That's what I would bet on. All right, so let's evaluate the bottle, the marketing, the packaging. The Acre bottle here is very simple, straightforward. Nothing fancy about this bottle at all, just a basic label. Whereas the Ranger Creek edition, it's got a little bit fancier label going on there. So I think I like this more traditional bottle here as opposed to the short squatty thing. So yeah, bottle wise, Ranger Creek wins that one. But here's the deal. When you're looking at whiskeys, look at the color difference. Oh yeah. And I tend to prefer darker whiskeys. So here's the Acre, aged 4 years. Here's the Ranger Creek, aged for 2 years. But I've got 1-year-old whiskeys that are way darker than the Ranger Creek. So I'm not sure what's going on with Ranger Creek. It must be aged in a comfortable, air-conditioned rickhouse. There you go. So bottle goes to Ranger Creek, but the color of the actual whiskey, that's all Acre. All right, let's nose this. I'm going to start with the Ranger Creek because it's a lower proof. It's got really kind of a sweet nose, a little bit of a whiskey scent going on there, but not getting any rye. Now my nose is notoriously bad. I'm not getting any Texas funk. I'm not getting any rye. A little bit of sweetness, and that's about it. Acre. Ooh, right away. Texas funk. I think I'm getting some of that rum cask. Caramel. Acre wins the nose. All right, we're going to go in for the palate. We'll start with Ranger Creek here. Wow, I mean that's a pretty rye. It's you're getting a little bit of the rye flavor and honey. Wow, yeah, honey. A little bit of floral notes going on there. Mouthfeel is kind of a middle of the road mouthfeel. There's a little bit of the Texas funk. Not much. I mean that's very faint in the background. You're not getting a whole lot of the tinglies and the sparkles or peppery notes some ryes will give you. This could fool you almost into thinking it's a bourbon maybe, but and there's some vanilla going on there. That is just an all-day sipper. I mean, that is very delicious. It's sweet. This would be a good intro to rye because some people don't like the peppery. Some people don't like the licorice rye flavor thing. And that's not strong with this one. It's there just a little bit. So this is really a very pretty, and it's a sweet, gentle rye. So that's, I mean, I see what a lot, I mean, that's a real popular rye in Texas. A lot of people talk about that one. I clean my palate. Topo Chico. So Ranger Creek, yeah, I can see why that's so popular. That's a very tasty treat of a rye. But now we're gonna go here with the Acre rum cask, and this one's at 100 proof, and again, much more powerful nose. Right away you get the Texas funk that hits you right away. You follow it up with a little bit of the sweetness from the rum, and then the rye flavor is on the finish along with the Texas funk, and it's a very long finish. That's still going. The Ranger Creek didn't seem to have much of a finish. Short finish, I guess. But the Acre, let's try it one more time. That's just a very, yeah, I'm getting some peppery notes on that. Now that's, it's got some sparkles to it. Definitely. But see what the Texas Funk does with a rye is it tamps down on the rye flavor a little bit, and that's why on the finish is where I'm getting the rye. But the Texas Funk takes control. The sweetness of the rum cask does come through, and really that's kind of, you know, in the middle. I mean, it lasts. The sweetness of the rum cask lasts, but the rye flavor comes in more at the more towards the finish. The mouthfeel, it's got a rich mouthfeel. It's not heavy on the palate, but it's definitely more noticeable mouthfeel than the Ranger Creek. The Ranger Creek's not thin. No, don't get that impression at all. Even though, you know, when you look at that, that looks like an 80 proof blended Scotch, doesn't it? I mean, that's just straw colored. That's on my scale, that's a 2. Whereas the Acre is a solid 4 on color. Well, I'm gonna go with the Acre for the win. And like I said, there's no real losers here. I mean, the Ranger Creek is a wonderful drink. Again, it's more of an all-day sipper. I could see sipping that through a couple of glasses, whereas the Acre here, I'm probably one and done on this. It's not going to be an all-day sipper, but this is a deep, rich treat. Now, if you don't like the Texas Funk, then this is probably not going to be for you. But the Texas Funk is just, man, I love it. So this is going to carry the day. Acre for the win. All right, what are we going to do next time? We're kind of irregular here in the holidays, but I think next time, if it's next week maybe, it'll be Balcones 100 versus Tabacaro 105. So those are going to be the two heavy hitters. Tabacaro is going to be the highest proof of the rye whiskeys that I've got. Well, I say that. I picked up one the other day. It's not in the regular tournament, but we may do some special edition that's got some other Texas rye whiskeys that didn't make it in the tournament. So that's a potential for next year. We'll see. But for right now, this is Stab the Dragon out here.